cannot believe they did it. I can't believe they did it. But Rangers win, baby, 5-3 over the Pittsburgh Penguins in game 5, round 1 of the playoffs, of course. What a response. What a win for the boys. And am I feeling any different going into game 6 after this win? I will say I'm a little more optimistic. However, I'm cautiously optimistic here because they still haven't won a game on the road in this series, so you have to be a little cautious with this one. But this is something that I don't know where this team has been all series, but this is the team that we've needed all along. This is what we were waiting for all series long with this team, and they finally come out and give us a performance that we could be happy about. Just the improvement with the defense, night and day. The difference with just every single thing in this game. The offense, the forecheck getting established. Was it not there in the first period? Nope, definitely not. It was definitely lackluster. I wasn't a fan of how the offense was rolling. They were still doing this perimeter hockey stuff, letting Pittsburgh get to their game. No, 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 no. You have to play the body, get in the middle of the ice, and force Pittsburgh to work on you. That is what we love to see. What a win. But before we dive into the game here, be sure to leave a like if you do enjoy this. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We recap every game here. I'm going to be doing this. I have this going live and on replay, so I'm going to be uploading this separately, and you guys could watch that later. But what a response. So let's just dive into the game here. I'm going to get to chat after I recap the game a bit here. First, I just want to start with that. Just keep everything organized for the people watching on replay. But the Rangers did not start off this game well at all. They take 2 penalties right off the rip, and you thought that this is going to be it. You thought no chance in hell that they're going to kill this 5-on-3 because you have Kreider who goes off for slashing, terrible penalty, and then Trouba, that penalty was even worse as he goes off for elbowing. So the two of them off the ice, but the Rangers have a huge kill there. Igor Shesterkin with a monster glove save. I believe it was on Crosby. And Crosby, he ends up getting knocked out of this game. We'll get to that in a bit. But just a nice penalty kill, huge penalty kill that set the tone of this game, I thought, and that definitely changed the narrative because if the Rangers do roll over and die there, who knows what happens the rest of the game. Pittsburgh gets all the momentum and the energy would be drained out of the building. That really kept the energy going for the longest time in the first period there. Miller then has a nice little play in the neutral zone on Jeff Carter. Keandre Miller was an animal tonight. He was pissing off. He was getting in their kitchen completely. He was pissing off Gino. I love to see it. Trouba, though, on the other hand, he had a bit of a rough shift on their falling shift as he just has a terrible play in the offensive zone as he quit on the forecheck there. Puck was dumped in. He decides not to pinch. And then he has a bad turnover in the defensive zone, and that almost led to a goal there for Pittsburgh. But thankfully, Igor makes a stop, and it keeps them off the board. Rangers, it took them about 7 minutes to get their first shot. It's Lafreniere. The third line has been absolutely unreal, and I'm very impressed with what we're seeing. And, you know, people are talking about lack of experience and everything with this Rangers team. No, no, no. The kids are the ones coming to play. The third line has been here to play, and they're shutting everyone up. And the people that were calling Lafreniere a bust, that were calling Kakko a bust, calling Hedel a bust, you look stupid right now. I knew that these guys were going to have a monster playoffs, and it is paying off early. Pens then get an odd man rush off of a defensive zone faceoff win, and Igor made a couple stops there as they got the rebound chance. And unfortunately, though, the Penguins get on the board first. It's Gensel, and he gets a rebound. Miller just left him alone there, and it was a weird goal also as Igor was out of the crease there and he ends up kicking it in on his own there. So Rangers down 1-0 early, and not too bad though, because I thought defensively they played a lot better. I thought they didn't get a lot of offensive chances there, which is what killed them. And I said, okay, you know what? It's embarrassing how they're playing offensively, but The defense tighten up. Let's go. Go out there, establish a forecheck. This game is easily yours. 11 to 10 shots in the first period. Second period rolls around. Panarin, he gets a chance in front. That gets stopped. Although he was slashed on the play, nothing ended up getting called there. Lindgren then tried to deflect the shot from Panarin, and he couldn't get that. But the Rangers started to get the offense going early. Hedl then tried to get a chance in front of the net. That got denied. Panarin then, he tries to score on a rebound chance. But Pittsburgh, they get another fortunate play here as Fox has a bad pitch, and then Malkin, he gives one to a wide open Crystal Tang. That makes it 2-0. And really bad play there by Adam Fox. And there are times where this series, he has just not looked good. But if there is something that we have learned, it is that 2-goal leads are the worst in hockey. We know this, especially as Ranger fans, considering with Alain Vigneault in the 2010 playoff runs, as well as even this year with the amount of 2-goal leads they've blown. And Lindgren, he came back on the bench. Crosby went to the locker room, which was interesting. Trouba, he ended up throwing a big hit on him. I don't know if there was I didn't even see the initial hit in the first place. I missed the replay too. All I heard was Crosby went to the locker room, but I don't know what ended up happening there. And then Adam Fox ends up scoring the first goal for the Rangers as he snipes one from the top of the point of a beautiful feed from Andrew Kopp as Stroll makes a nice play behind the net. As you saw the Rangers finally getting pucks below the goal line and getting in there, getting board battles, winning board battles as they were not doing at the beginning of this game. That makes it 2-1. And then Lafreniere, he misses a chance, but he continues a great shift as he buries a beautiful snipe off of a great feed from Kakko, and the Rangers tie this one at 2. The assists on that goal were to Kakko, of course, and Jacob Trouba. And then the Rangers score another goal right after as Trouba makes it 3-2. He makes a nice move into the slot, sends Carter to Madagascar, and he just backhands one, if I could talk, 5-hole on Louis Domingue. And then, unfortunately, the crowd was going. The roof was going to blow off the place. But Gensel ends up scoring as Igor, he has a bad turnover and lets in a pretty bad goal there as Malkin set him up. And that tied the game. But overall, I thought the Rangers played a very good period, one of their best periods of the entire series. That ends up making it, it ends up being a 3-3 game going into the intermission. And I was like, okay, keep it going. Keep it going. Pittsburgh's getting a few lucky breaks here, but let's go. You have the momentum. The crowd's behind you. Keep it up. 12-7 shots in that period. Third period comes around, and based on what the report seemed like, Crosby apparently failed concussion protocol, so he might not even be back the rest of the series, which obviously, as a Ranger fan, am I happy that this gives them a better chance to win the series? Yes, but at the same time, I don't like seeing players hurt, no matter if it is even Sidney Crosby, who I freaking hate him and his stupid face. But yeah, you don't wish injuries on players, so it's still bad there that he did get hurt. But back to the game, Pettersson goes off for interference on Andrew Kopp there. Fox and Mika both get chances, but no one was there to deflect those chances. And it looked like the Rangers power play was going to go away and they're going to waste it. But the second unit actually contributes as Philip Hedl, he's left wide open for a beautiful snipe there by the faceoff dot. And the Rangers make it 4-3. A power play goal there by the second unit. Like I said, that is huge from Lafreniere and Vetrano. So how about that third line, even on the power play, getting it done? Malkin and Gensel then collided, which led to a 4-on-1 for the Rangers. So you thought the Rangers were going to take a 2-goal lead. Unfortunately, though, Kreider's shot ends up getting gloved by Louis Domingue. And the Rangers just kept pushing, kept putting the pressure on. Louis Domingue with a huge stick save on Adam Fox, also on the Rangers' next power play, as there was a 4-on-4 here and there. And then the Rangers get a power play. Reeves then, he blocks a shot on Brock McGinn. Igor then, huge stop on a 2-on-1, but the Rangers end up getting a power play either way, so the goal wouldn't have counted if they did score. The power play, they got a couple good chances, but couldn't end up converting. Igor then forced to make some big saves at the end of this one. He does it. Lindgren, He scores the empty netter, more like whoever it was on Pittsburgh that tapped in with his glove. But the Rangers hold on to win it 5-3. Shots in that period were 15-11 in favor of Pittsburgh. And shots in the game 34-32 in favor of the Rangers. Faceoff percentage, Pittsburgh definitely outworked them in the faceoff dot. 67-33 in favor of Pittsburgh. The power play, 1 for 3 for the Rangers. The Rangers actually killed penalties today, which was the difference maker in this, especially killing that 5-on-3 early. Like I said with the preview in the series, if you could keep Pittsburgh, if you could stay out of the box, or you could keep Pittsburgh off the board when they get these power plays, you are going to win the series. You're going to. And you saw it tonight. Hits 32-24 in favor of the Rangers. Block shots 19 for the Rangers, 12 for Pittsburgh. But the Rangers ended up rolling with 11-7, which I found interesting. And you know what? It was good because Patrick Nemeth did not get a single shift. Oh, it was so beautiful. Actually, he got 16 seconds at the end of the game, which was funny. But they went with 11-7, and it paid off. Ryan Lindgren playing, you saw the difference that it made. You saw the difference. For the first line, Kreider, Zibanejad, Vetrano, I thought that they had the worst game out of every single line. I didn't like the way they were playing. Kreider, he had an okay game. Vetrano, he had a couple good chances. Mika, though, I'm telling you, he needs to show up if this team wants to move on to round 2. You're going on the road now. It's going to be tough to win. I need my number 1 center to wake the fuck up and get going. Let's go. Enough of this nonsense. You have to wake up. Second line, Panarin, Strome, and Kopp. I thought that they were very good. They looked a bit slow to start the game, but they definitely picked it up, getting a lot of good chances there. Strome, actually, I thought had a really good game, considering how critical I've been on him and how critical everyone has been. I think he had a good game. Panarin, I liked his game a lot. Really loved this game. I thought he passed up a couple scoring chances, though. And then for Kopp, he looked great as well. Couple of the guys, of course, getting double shifted. The third line, easily the best line. Lafreniere, Chytil, and Kakko. It's unreal what these guys are doing with no playoff experience. Did you see the way Kakko was moving the puck on that last shift that he got? I freaking love this. I told everyone that these guys were going to be X factors and huge difference makers in the playoffs. And it's paying off early. And then for the extras, Reeves and Rooney, they rotate with a couple of different guys. I thought they had okay games. I thought Reeves had a couple bad plays. Rooney, though, I really liked his play. He was getting in Malkin's head so much, which was so funny. For the defense, Lindgren and Fox. Fox, he had that rough play on the Letang goal, but outside of that, I thought Fox looked really good, especially offensively. He has been really good. I should say he's been really good all series, but he definitely looked like himself this game. For Miller and Trouba, I thought that they had a pretty solid game too. Trouba had a couple bad shifts, but Miller, he was unreal. Miller's been unreal, and he's easily been the best defenseman. And then Schneider and Braun ended up being the third pair of the night, and I thought that they had a pretty decent game as well. And then Nemeth, he got 16 seconds. He got a participation medal. Congratulations. But it just shows that he needs to stop playing. He needs to stop playing. And Igor, I thought, had a great game. I thought he had a great game. But that's a huge win. That is a huge response. And now you have the challenge of going on the road and winning one. You have to win one on the road. After throwing those road games 3 and 4, you have to now go into Pittsburgh and win a game. Go carry this momentum. Pittsburgh might be without Crosby the rest of the series. Go out there and win. For the people watching on replay, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave a like on this. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Turn notifications on, and I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Rangers.